Well, that's as interesting as a first period can get. At the end of the first, U of T 4, Ryerson nothing. Let's send it back to the studio for thoughts and analysis.
Thanks, Bob, and welcome back to Blades of Steel. I'm your host, Thompson, and this Zero Excuse for a Sports Journalist is Tyler.
Really appreciate the shout out there, Thompson. By the way, how's the wife? Marriage still static?
Oh, well, it's not as static as the Ryerson Rams tonight. Wow, what a bad period.
Bad? I think the word you're looking for is atrocity. There's no way to beat around the bush on this one. Ryerson's out of it, and they're out of it early.
Take a look at this highlight. Right out of the gate, these guys are flat. Either they start giving 110% or they're going to break down worse than my car.
Oh man, and that thing's a piece of crap.
It's one thing to play bad hockey, but look at this poor defensive zone coverage. It's been bad all over, a real burn-the-tape game tonight. Remember, every time the Rams start slow, we remind you this show is brought to you by the fine folks at Sylvan Learning Center, where learning happens one baby step at a time.
Well, let me tell you, I wish Sylvan taught hockey because these guys need a lesson. I mean, get into the corners, use some of that elbow grease, win one for the Gipper, for God's sake, do something.
Well, on that dramatic note, let's try and crown our steal of the game. Any suggestions?
From that mess? As much as it hurts, Thompson, the Rams leave me no choice. The steal of the game goes to the visiting team, U of T. Look at this beauty, a real laser of a shot. That puck gets absolutely roofed, and I'm talking top shelf where Mama keeps the cookies. But honestly, I can't watch much more of this.
Now that's the kind of passion I like to see. Just like the passion we'll get from a check-in with our on-ice reporter, standing by with Rams center John McJames, here's the lovely and talented Melissa Mazzara with the Blackberry Storm report from the ice. Take it away, Melissa.
Thanks, Thompson. So let's get right to it, John. So the guys have already stated that you've had trouble getting anything going here in the first period. Any hopes of squeezing one out on a W?
Yeah, there's definitely hope, Well, we're behind the 8 ball right now. We just got to perform. We came out flat today. They have us on our heels, but there's still definitely a fighting chance for us. We just got to perform.
Are the U of T 4s just too hard working for the Rams tonight?
Right now, for the Rams, the problem is on the offensive zone, we've just been missing our chances, You've seen it. We're missing the net. Goalie's staying on his head, too, so we just got to do better.
Any chance you guys will regard the physical play going on out there?
We're going to have to, really. We got to get into that phase, and if we do get in that phase, I think we got a fighting chance, We have the talent, we have the ability. We just got to get them back on their heels, because right now we're in a shell. Got to get aggressive, and we can do it.
Any idea how you'll do that at this point?
Simply enough, we just got to come out intense, got to be truculent, just got to give it everything that we got. Offensively, defensively, in the neutral zone, fight for every puck, win every battle possible, Once we do that, we definitely have more than a good chance to win, because we have definitely the ability on this team to do that.
So there you have it. McJames is confident that the Rams will overcome this disaster of a first period. Now back to you in the studio, Thompson.
Thanks, Melissa. Now's as good a time as any to hear a word from our fine sponsors. Stay tuned. After the break, we've got a heated edition of Coach's Coronary presented by the Spalding Bacon. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
Whoa, PC, when did you get so good looking?
Like the new look? From now on, you can call me 7.
That's great. Did you find a way to get rid of all those nasty viruses?
No, they're still around.
What about an easier way to back up your files?
No, still working on it.
An environmentally friendly design?
No. Why are you trying to make me feel so bad? You don't know what it's like to be a PC. Always dealing with compatibility issues and worrying about the newest security updates. No one's even here to help me.
PC, relax. It's okay. I like your shoes.
Oh, really? It only took me 3 hours to pick them up this time.
Oh.
And we're back here on Blades of Steel with another rousing edition of Coach's Coronary, brought to you by Spalding Bacon. If it's not clogging your arteries, it's making you smile. Spalding Bacon, available at all grocery stores in the GTA. So Tyler, we've already seen how you feel about the game, but what play in particular is clogging your arteries?
The thing that always gets me is the dumb penalties. It just kills me. Kids, whenever you play, don't let me catch you doing something like this. Look, It's lazy. He takes the guy out and, oh man, it hurts me to watch this bonehead think he can make a play like that and get away with it.
Now, don't you think the call was maybe a little bit...
I think it was entirely appropriate. It was the right call because it just, look, this kind of garbage is giving our game a bad name. I mean, we need to stop it now and crack down on this crap immediately. Now, someone get me an angioplasty because my blood's getting thicker just talking about this.
Alrighty then. Thanks, Tyler. Why don't you take a breather while I run through the Timex around the league in 60 seconds, brought to you by Timex. Over at Guelph, we've got a real barn burner happening. Currently, they're locked at 9-9 going into overtime. Something tells me that it's a story of two awful defenses and two equally awful goalies dominating that one. At McGill, it's a boring 0-0 in the second period, but I guess the French never have been known for exciting hockey. And things are just about to get started at UBC, facing off against the University of Calgary. We can expect that to be a real Donnybrook, with both teams harboring a lot of bad blood for one another. And that does it for the Timex around the league in 60 seconds. Anything to add, Tyler?
Yeah, I just wanted to...
Looks like that's all the time we've got for now. Before we head to commercial, a quick shout out goes to all of our sponsors. Bud Light, Budweiser, Labatt Blue, Energizer, Duracell, London Drugs, No Frills, Loblaws, Cineplex, Twinkies, CCM, Trojan, Hilton Hotels, Ford, GM, Chrysler, Canadian Tire, and Sears. Welcome back from that quick break. Right now, Tyler's going to go through what led to that easy goal by U of T. And let's try and stick to the facts for this one, for our 3M Tales of the Tape.
All right, so what we've got here is a standard 2-1-2 forecheck, but it completely breaks down right here, and here, and here, and over there. So what they end up with is a complete breakdown that leads to an easy 3-on-none, which leads to an easy goal. Did a good job there, didn't I, Thompson?
If that's what they're passing off as a good job these days, we're all in trouble. Well, it's that time again for our two resident puckheads, Ricky and Stevie, to explain to all the wives out there exactly what a one-timer is in our very own patented DeWalt Tools of the Game segment. Take it away, fellas.
Thanks, Thompson. Ladies, having been dragged to see the newest Hugh Grant flick, I know what it's like watching something you hate. But the least we can do is help you out a bit in understanding some of the terminology we use here at Blades of Steel.
Maybe someday you can explain the attraction to Hugh Grant. Is it the teeth, the boyish charm, perhaps
You
the
know
accent?
what, Stevie? Another time, all right? So today we'll be covering the one-timer. Essentially, it just means shooting as soon as you receive the pass. It gives the goalie absolutely no reaction time and creates a high percentage scoring chance.
The same kind of scoring percentage that occurs when you take a girl to see a Hugh Grant movie on the first date. Let's hope you're not short-handed. Kablammo!
All right, come on, this is a family show here, Stevie. All right, so Stevie's gonna be the passer. What he's gonna do is he's gonna slide the puck along to me. I'm gonna wind up and fire. And, well, you get the idea. So there you go, ladies. Even though you'll still be bored to tears watching hockey, we hope we helped you out here and understand some of the terms you see on Blades of Steel. I'm Ricky.
I'm Stevie with the DeWalt Tools of the Game. Back to you guys in the studio.
Great stuff, and don't sweat the missing that, Ricky. You could still hit the broadside of a barn, which is more than we can say about Tyler over here.
Dude, I'm right here.
And that's why it works. Any advice for our boys as they get ready to drop the puck?
If I use one more cliche, my head's probably gonna explode.
It's a good thing there's no brain in there to make a mess. All right, folks, thanks for joining us this segment of Blades of Steel, which has now been renamed the Rogers Blades of Steel. Brought to you by Timberland Shoes and Swiss Army Watches and Knives. Back to Bob for the second period.
And we're back here to start the second period. The Rams are looking to get back into this one as they trail 4-0 to start the second.